This is your 2019 Mini Cooper S, but not just any Mini Cooper S. It's their 60th anniversary since launching in 1959. Let's go Quirks, Perks, and Irks. You can see on that side of your screen it says 60 years. I'll give a look at that in a moment. But aside from the 60th year badging and a few other cool things, it's mostly the same as far as the Cooper S goes. Nice clean front end design. I looked at the turn signals are now a big ring around the actual headlight housing, LED day runners, LED headlights, LED fog lights down at the bottom. And just a quick look here, it'll say 60 years, very sharp. It also says 60 years here right by the side marker and the little S for sport. I looked at a nice clean design for the rims. It's so nice, so not complicated at all. There's a side look as I get myself out of the shadow, and again you can see it is pretty much the same thing as the last couple of years, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's take a look at the rear of the 60th anniversary vehicle. Hopefully that's my only flub for the word. It's in British racing green. You can also get it in black and I believe gray. Nice centered exhaust, Cooper S. You get the Union Jack as far as your taillights go. Now, interestingly, the washer nozzle is right there. It is not up here, so it does not come down. It actually shoots upwards, and I think that's pretty cool. I'll show you what that looks like through a cutaway right about now. All right, let's open up the trunk. I put the seats down, took the privacy cover off just to show you how much space you have. I believe it's 700-ish liters of cargo space, seats down and a couple hundred seats up. I will put those figures down for you. Perk for me is that you can close the trunk from the right side or the left side. Well done to the team over at Mini. Let's take a look inside. So frameless windows at the top because, well, there's no frame there, and it just looks really, really cool when the window's down and the door opens. That's a perk for me. I've pushed the front seat back, so that's what your rear seat looks like. There's really not a lot of space, and you're not buying a Mini for rear seat comfort, are you? You're buying it because it's fun, it's fast, it's easy to park and easy to drive. But if you are in the rear seats, you get lots of bolstering on your sides, your thighs, and not too bad on the sides. Let's look at the front seat. Really solid side bolsters up here. Thigh bolsters, not too bad. And you have the adjuster as far as the thigh portion goes. It's been winter here, so I apologize for any of the dirt that you see there. They call this a maroon finish. It's clearly brown for me, and the really sweet green piping there and down the middle matches the British racing green. So smart, so cool. 60th anniversary badging there. A little scuffed because, well, the car's got almost 10,000 kilometers on it. And the piping also jumps up to the rear of the headrest. Let's get in, take a quick look. Again, it won't be too long because not much has changed with this. Let's start here. I've always loved that the tilt and telescoping steering actually takes the entire steering wheel and dashboard with you, so it's really sharp. I like that. Here's my Irk. It's not new, but like the turn signal comes back to center as opposed to just staying down. I don't like that. Just the number of times I've signaled left and right and left and right. And anyways, another little piece of cool badging here, 60 years right there. Everything else stays the same as far as the layout goes. Let's get that in focus. Let's get my hand out of the way. Just a nice, clean, classic design. So full marks there for a perk. Your door panel, let's get that in focus a little bit. Again, nice, simple, not complicated at all. You got your light controls. Everything happens down there. All right, so we've done the steering wheel. Let's take a look at the infotainment system. Really nice, really easy to use. Mini connected, very similar to the BMW iDrive system. Just it's so easy to work. It's so simple to pull all your information out of. Oh, there's a cool old school handbrake. The issue with the handbrake though, you get turned around. This comes out so far that you've got to really kind of contort your hand to pull it up or just use your fingertips. I like that it's here. Just I wish that either this was further back or this was like a little further up. Anyways, my 2 cents on that, but I still love that they have the old school handbrake here. Right when we're here. So simple infotainment system, really easy to pull all of your information out of, and I'll just spin around through the Mini connected, and that's that. Bit of an irk for me. Oh, I guess I might get my stand back. I knew I'd flub on something. Let me get myself out of the rearview mirror. You don't have the ability to change the interior lights with this specific trim. Just that would have been that there, but it is green to match the British racing green. I'm not sure how well you can see it there. Let me get a closer look. Anyways, it's green, but it doesn't light up at night. A bit of an irk there, but I guess that comes with the territory of your my personalized Mini option. But you still get cool things, like if you look at the ring, I'm turning the fan up, fan down, and I'm turning the heat up and the heat down, so you can see it's blue on that side. I'm going to turn the heat up from 16, and it goes more to the red side. So there's that. Little airplane nod here. I've always felt like a pilot whenever I get in a Mini. All these cool switches. I like that the start button is red. Here's a perk. Your automatic start stop, if you set it to off, it stays off regardless of how long between drives. So I picked it up, and the last journalist that had it off. It has still been off. So I love that. Thank you, Mini. Heated seats come with the 60th anniversary trim, 3 stages, very nice. Blank panel switch, I don't care, not the end of the world. No CD player as we go back up here. 2019 model, so kind of like the dodo bird, just going away slowly but surely. Here you have, again, your standard gear shifter. Now, the Mini, what did I have? The Countryman, I believe, had it where it was a different shape for the shifter, and I think that's going to be the shape going forward. So we'll see what the 2020 model looks like, and everything else is pretty much standard fare. I do want to slide over here and show you the wireless charger. Fits an iPhone 10 very nicely, and this goes back, gives it a little bit more space. Whether you've got a smaller phone or a bigger phone, my iPhone 10 fits in here absolutely perfectly. All right, aside from this really sweet 2-panel sunroof, moonroof, so obviously this part moves, this part doesn't, it's fixed, but the shade comes out so you can get some light on the cabin. Pretty standard fare. I think I showed you this little 60th anniversary badging. Oops, sorry for the shaky cam, I'll get my hand in focus. There you go. I know you can't really see the 0 for the 60, but it is definitely a nod to the 60-year trim. Okay, that's going to wrap up the inside. Let's get this thing out on the road. Spoiler alert, it's going to drive fantastically and wonderfully. Let's do the drive. 2019 Mini Cooper S 60th Anniversary Edition. So this is the Cooper S, as mentioned, and you can also get the Cooper non-S with the 60th Anniversary package. Again, that's $6,900. The highlights are you get heated seats and LEDs and the 60th Anniversary badging peppered throughout. So standard horsepower and torque figures here for the Cooper S. So on a 2-liter turbo 4, it's 189 horsepower, 207 pound-feet of torque, all through a 7-speed automatic transmission. No paddle shifters here, and in 2019 you could still get a manual option, saving you $1,400. Mini Canada has spec'd this out with the automatic transmission at an additional charge of $1,400. So interestingly, I'm filming this in the middle of February. It's Family Day in Ontario, so it is the 17th, I believe, of February. And for the 2020 model year, you cannot get a manual option for the Mini Cooper S, and I think that's very unfortunate because the car just performs and drives and handles so well, and it's just one of those things that are made that much better with manual option. So I'm very sad to see that go. As far as actual driving dynamics, no surprises here. It just goes. It's fun. It's fast. It's very precise. It's very planted. Very little oversteer. Very little understeer. It's been a wonderful week driving the Cooper S all around town. Highway driving, city driving. I don't even care that there's traffic. It's just such a fun car to drive, and it's easy to park, and it's a great city car. And without all of the 60th anniversary additions, it's around mid-20s and pretty good as far as giving you lots of power, lots of the fun to drive factor, a high fun to drive factor. Yes, you're missing out on comfort for your rear passengers, but you know, that's part of the trade-off that comes with getting a Mini, and really any car of this size. And as I mentioned in the earlier portion of the video, you're not buying this for rear seat comfort, you're buying it for front passenger comfort, and it is so comfortable. It's so maneuverable, and it does so well in the streets. And I'm very sad that it's not offered manual anymore. I understand why. Good old supply and demand, and if people bought more of them, there would be more of them, and it wouldn't have gone away. I really like all of the extras that come with the 60th anniversary, the LED headlights, the heated seats, and the cool badging. It's really, really nice. And I'll put a list of the highlights of what comes with your 60th anniversary package on that side of the screen. But overall, I gotta say, you know, I've always liked the Mini brand, specifically the Cooper S. Yes, the Cooper,